What happens when a Soviet-trained crime lord decides a federal witness won't make it to trial? When that witness is held in a fortified warehouse in Russian mob territory with armed guards and zero police approach without triggering execution, who drives straight through the front door? And when David Hasselhoff and KITT detect a hostage situation the FBI doesn't even know about yet, how does an AI car become the only chance someone has to survive? This is the story of the night David drove into Brighton Beach's most dangerous stronghold, and why Dimitri Volkov learned that Russian prison rules don't apply when facing Night Rider technology. November 1987, Brighton Beach, Brooklyn. Little Odessa was home to tens of thousands of Soviet émigrés, bringing culture, food, language and criminal organizations from the old country. The Vor v Zakone thieves-in-law ran fuel tax fraud to extortion with brutality, making Italian mob look restrained. David Hasselhoff was driving through after promotional appearance at Brooklyn car dealership, KITT navigating unfamiliar streets. Russian restaurants with Cyrillic signs, elderly women speaking Russian on stoops, young men in leather jackets outside social clubs. Different country transplanted to Brooklyn. Then KITT scanner pulsed irregularly. David, I'm detecting unusual thermal signatures from warehouse 2 blocks north. Multiple heat sources, but one showing stress indicators consistent with restraint and fear. David's attention sharpened. What do you mean, restraint? Elevated heart rate, rapid shallow breathing, limited movement, suggesting physical binding. 6 other heat signatures, all male, all moving freely. Restrained individual appears female, approximately 30, significant distress. David turned toward warehouse. Could be anything. Building registered as import-export business owned by Shell Corporation traced to Dimitri Volkov Associates, Vor v Zakone with Odessa network connections. LAPD intelligence flagged location as criminal front. Combined with distress indicators, probability of hostage situation 73%, David pulled over block away. Can you get visual? KITT sensors worked through walls. Negative. Lead line sections interfere. However, I confirm restrained female northwest corner ground floor. 6 males distributed, 2 entrance, 2 patrolling inside, 2 with female. What about Dimitri Volkov? Age 43, emigrated USSR 1981. Prior record includes theft, assault, suspected murder. 7 years Soviet labor camp. Known Vor v Zakone. Currently suspected fuel tax fraud generating $8 million annually. 3 suspected Brooklyn murders, none prosecuted due to witness intimidation. David sat thinking. Call NYPD. If hostage situation and police showed with sirens, whoever inside would panic. Woman killed before SWAT positioned. Then KITT said, female's heart rate just spiked dramatically. She's screaming. That decided it. Kiri need building layout, entry points, plan to get her out without getting her killed. David, extremely dangerous. Soviet-trained organized crime operatives won't hesitate to kill you. Then we better make sure they don't get chance. Give me options. Warehouse, 2-story brick, barred windows, large garage door at front, regular door beside it, likely back exit. KITT scanned continuously. 6 hostiles confirmed, 2 at front armed with handguns. 2 in main warehouse space armed, 2 with hostage in northwest room. Room has 1 door, no windows, concrete walls. Can you identify hostage? Cross-referencing FBI databases, Russian organized crime cases, 78% probability match. Rachel Koenig, 31, CPA subpoenaed to testify federal RICO case against Mogilevich organization next week. She's been FBI protective custody but reported missing 4 hours ago. David's jaw tightened. Federal witness. Kidnapped by people she'd testify against. If he called FBI now, 30 minutes minimum for tactical team. By then Rachel dead. KITT, I need you to drive through that garage door. Get me inside before they know what's happening. Give me enough time to reach Northwest Room before they execute her. Extremely risky. Better idea. Actually no. It's probably our only option, but I want noted. I advised caution. Noted. On 3. KITT accelerated toward warehouse, engine roaring. Guards at front door turned toward sound. Then KITT garage door at 40 miles per hour with turbo boost. Metal door exploded inward, pieces flying. KITT surged into warehouse, scanner sweeping. Guards inside dove for cover, pulling weapons. KITT's external speakers activated deafening volume. Freeze, this is federal operation. Drop weapons. Shock of car crashing combined with amplified voice created 3 seconds confusion. David used them. Out of KITT before car stopped, running toward northwest corner. Guard recovered, raised pistol, fired. Bullet hit KITT's armor with spark. KITT responded with smokescreen filling warehouse with gray smoke. David reached door to northwest room. Locked. Heavy deadbolt. KITT rolled forward, hydraulic ram activated. Door frame cracked. Door burst inward. David through. Inside Rachel Koenig, blonde early 30s, duct tape over mouth, hands zip-tied behind sitting in chair, and 2 men turning toward noise. One held pistol, raising toward David. David grabbed chair. Rachel sat in, threw it sideways, knocking her from line of fire. Gun went off, bullet hitting wall. David tackled gunman, drove him into wall, knocked pistol away. Second man bigger, former military build, caught David with punch to ribs like hammer. David went down gasping. Big Russian reached for fallen pistol. Rachel, still zip-tied, kicked out with both legs, caught Russian in knee. He stumbled. David lunged, grabbed pistol, pointed at both. On ground. Now. They got down. David grabbed Rachel's arm, helped up, pulled tape off mouth. She gasped. Who are you? David Hasselhoff. Here to get you out. Can you walk? Yes. My hands. David pulled pocket knife, cut zip ties. Stay behind me. They moved back into warehouse, smoke clearing. Other 4 Russians regrouping. KITT sat in middle, scanner sweeping. Russian shouted in accented English. You are dead man. Dimitri Volkov will find you. We'll find your family. David ignored, moved toward KITT. Rachel close. Russians raised weapons. KITT scanner pulsed. David, get down. David pushed Rachel to floor. KITT's defense systems activated, strobing lights creating disorienting flashes, high-frequency tone making Russians clutch ears. In confusion, David got Rachel to KITT's passenger door, pushed her in, dove into driver's seat. KITT reversed high speed, spun 180 degrees, accelerated toward destroyed garage door. Gunfire behind, bullets sparking off armored rear. Then through into street, distance between them and warehouse growing. Rachel sat passenger seat breathing hard, tears running down face. They were going to kill me. Said if I testified I was dead. Grabbed me from FBI safe house. Don't know how they found me. Going to execute me tonight. Dump body in Atlantic. David drove, checking mirrors. You're safe now. KITT, contact FBI. We have Rachel Koenig, need immediate extraction. Contacting FBI field office dispatching agents. ETA 7 minutes. Also sending tactical teams to warehouse. David pulled over well-lit area, turned to Rachel. Are you hurt? She shook head. Scared. But okay. She looked around KITT's interior. Scanner, screens, controls. This is Knight Rider car. From TV. Yes. It's real. All of it. All of it. She started laughing. Half shock, half relief. I'm accountant. Testified against Mogilevich Organization for fuel tax fraud. FBI promised protection. Russians grabbed me from safe house. Dragged to warehouse. Told me until midnight. Then I'd disappear, and I'm rescued by Knight Rider. My life is insane. 7 minutes later, FBI vehicles surrounded KITT. Agents extracted Rachel, took statement, promised real protection. SAC approached David. Mr. Hasselhoff, I don't know how you found her or got her from building with 6 armed Russian mob enforcers. I don't want to know. But you saved critical witness in major federal case and probably her life. Thank you. The men in warehouse, tactical team hit it 10 minutes ago. 4 arrested, 2 fled, including Dimitri Volkov. We'll find them. FBI took Rachel into protective custody, real custody this time, marshals and protocols that wouldn't be compromised. David drove away toward Manhattan. Keep quiet few blocks. Then David, we just drove through garage door, engaged gunfight with Russian organized crime, and kidnapped federal witness from her kidnappers. That's technical way of describing rescue. I'm noting Knight Foundation's insurance premiums increasing significantly. 3 weeks later, Rachel testified federal court. Her testimony plus financial evidence resulted in RACO convictions for 12 Mogilevich organization members. Dimitri Volkov, arrested 2 days after warehouse raid trying to board Moscow flight at JFK. Charged with kidnapping, attempted murder, federal witness, dozen other counts. Facing life, he took plea deal, provided information on other zakone operations in New York. Night at Brighton Beach warehouse became quiet FBI legend, not publicized because involved civilian and unauthorized rescue, but remembered because it proved sometimes best tactical response is black. Trans Am with AI driving through front door before bad guys know what hit them. David received package month later. Handwritten note from Rachel. Thank you for driving into hell to pull me out. I'm alive because you didn't wait for permission or backup or perfect plan. You just acted. That's real heroism. I'm testifying again next week in another case. This time with real protection. But I sleep better knowing there are people like you out there. People who see someone in trouble and run toward danger instead of away from it. Thank you, Rachel. David kept note in office, next to signed photos from Bruce Willis and Clint Eastwood and boxing gloves from Muhammad Ali. Because some days you're driving through Brighton Beach on way home from car dealership. Some days you become only thing standing between federal witness and execution by Soviet-trained criminals who thought they were untouchable. Some days you prove that real power isn't about where you come from or how brutal you're willing to be. It's about having courage to drive straight into Stronghold when everyone else says it's impossible. That's what heroes do, whether wearing badges or leather jackets or driving cars that talk back and can crash through garage door without breaking stride.